Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 758, and today's topic is the medicinal use of codeine. Codeine is also alkaloid and it is obtained from opium. First, from opium morphine is purified, and that morphine is subjected to methylation, and once at 3 position the hydroxy group is changed into methoxy group, then it is called codeine, or we can say the other name of codeine is 3-methyl morphine. So these 3 products we are getting from opium. One is heroin, where 2 of the hydroxy group is converted into acetate. When it is subjected to acetylation, then it is called diacetate of morphine, and that diacetate of morphine is called heroin. And here 3-methyl morphine is called codeine. This codeine is widely used as a painkiller, as an analgesic, and also in cough syrup, and it has a very good medicinal property, and it is also mixed with paracetamol, and once it is mixed with paracetamol it is called acetophen, and this mixture of codeine and paracetamol is very popular, and it is known as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So if you are asking anywhere that we want the painkiller or any anti-inflammatory drug, they will give you the combination of paracetamol and codeine, and people are using it for medicinal purpose, and also lot of people are addicted, and they are using in not only for cough syrup or for any medication, in non-medication they are using, and at moment globally 40 million people are addicted to codeine, and especially the secondary school children, and this codeine should be strictly prohibited to the children who are below 12 or 13, because there is maximum chance of getting addiction, because it has sedative property, it has property to have the false impression, means it will stimulate your brain cells, and also it will depress your breathing by attacking your central nervous system. So it also affect your central nervous system, and some people, once they are addicted to codeine, they try to get more high feeling, to feel very high, and to get more we can say hallucinating effect or false impression, so they will add ethyl alcohol. So already codeine is having depressant effect on central nervous system. Alcohol is also one of the depressant on central nervous system. So when both are combined, then its effect is more. And here let me tell you that once your codeine is combined with ethyl alcohol, sometimes it may become dangerous and fatal, in the sense that it may sometimes drastically suppress your breathing, and it may reduce your breathing. So in that case you may not get enough oxygen, and once you are not getting enough oxygen, in your blood, you may suffer. So this codeine nowadays easily people are getting, because it is sold as a cough syrup. And in some countries, I don't know about Nigeria, here also it is strictly under license it is sold. And there is abuse and misuse of codeine syrup in Nigeria also. I have gone through the report, newspaper report, that in some secondary schools, like in Kano, Lagos, Abuja, these secondary school students, they are abusing the codeine-based cough syrup. And in America, more than 5 million people are addicted to codeine use. And this codeine, some of the global people, they believe that use of codeine is not harmful, and they believe that it will not bring addiction. And then once your demand is increasing, definitely that is called addiction. So, and also for non-medicinal purpose. And here I have given the structure of codeine. And this codeine structure you see here, one ring is benzoidal, and here this is 3 position, and where hydroxy group is changed into methoxy group. So this CH3 methylation has taken place. So this morphine type of nucleus, once the hydroxy group here at 3 position is methylated, it is called 3-methyl morphine, and this 3-methyl morphine after methylation is called codeine, and its formula is C18H21O3. Number 1, codeine and alkaloid obtained from opium by methylation of morphine. Very simple. It is the methylated product of opium, and that methylated product is nothing but morphine, and 3-methyl morphine is called codeine. And it is widely used as analgesic in medication. Codeine can be again converted into morphine by demethylation. So once you do the demethylation, means you remove the methyl group, then again hydroxy group will appear here, and codeine can be converted into morphine. Number 2, codeine is used to treat pain, coughing and diarrhea. It is used to treat moderate degree of pain, and it has great impact when mixed with paracetamol, and that mixed paracetamol with codeine is called acetaminophen. So this acetaminophen is nothing but it is the mixture of codeine and paracetamol, and it is widely used as a substitute of painkiller in place of steroid. So it is very commonly known as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, and that is the mixture of codeine and paracetamol. So number 3, it is not recommended as a cough medicine for children under 12 years of age, and its effect lasts for about 6 hours. Though codeine is less potent than morphine, but still is powerful, addictive, and people abuse it worldwide. So it's not that much powerful in terms of addiction like morphine, but still worldwide people are addicted to codeine. Codeine sometimes called as narcotic, and codeine abuse starts with prescription by the doctors as a codeine based cough syrup, and as a cough syrup the young students, they abuse it. This is very common practice in many countries, that doctors, they prescribe cough syrup, and that cough syrup is codeine based. And once the youngsters, especially the teenagers who are in senior secondary school, they buy it. It is available on the basis of doctor's prescription, and then they use it and abuse it. Number 4, the effect of codeine include euphoria, means excitement, apathy, means dull, without any interest, and drowsiness, relaxation. Codeine runs a high risk of its users developing tolerance, and finally that will convert into addiction. And number 5, many codeine users begin to turn to drug to cope their physical and mental emotion. So once there are two type of emotion, one is physical, other one is mental, and once they are not able to cope because of some social stress or some maybe financial stress or sometimes study, once they are students, then they go for codeine addiction. Although some people think codeine is not harmful, it's wrong, because overuse of codeine can cause respiratory failure, coma, and finally death. Because codeine can induce the central nervous system as a depressant, and once your central nervous system is depressed, it will drastically reduce your breath, and your body will not get enough oxygen. So that may cause coma and finally death. So next point, number 5, that is an addiction to codeine may develop from continued abuse or drug in its cup mixture or in the form of pills. So these are all the sources, either in cup mixture or in the form of pills or continuously if you are using, that can cause the addiction. And codeine can lull its users into a false sense of security, because many people do not stop at codeine. Number 6, people try to reach a better high by mixing it with ethyl alcohol, because codeine and alcohol are both central nervous system, that is CNS depressants, and today 40 million people globally they are consuming codeine without prescription by doctor, and 5 million Americans reported non-medical use of codeine. And if I say non-medical use of codeine, means it is a type of addiction, it is a type of abuse, because doctors are prescribing it as a painkiller, as an analgesic, or as a cough syrup. And without prescription, if people are using or they are purchasing, it is very clear indication that people are going to abuse it, and people they are addicted to use codeine. And then for cough and pain killing, the use of codeine is increased up to 150% within 2004 and 2012. So since I have already given you the data about the use and abuse and addiction of codeine, codeine is used as a medicine, codeine is used as a narcotic, codeine is used as a addiction, and that's why we have to be very careful, especially to our teenage children, because there is increase of 152% within this 10-15 years time. So that increase of codeine use, means in the form of syrup or in the form of pills or capsule or tablet, whatever. So it shows that 152% increase means there is great demand of codeine product. And when there is great demand, means lot of young teenagers and people in general, they are using it for, one is on medical prescription, that is for cough and analgesic purpose, and second is its abuse. So be careful, especially with your teenage children. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.